Jerusalem, a Palestinian stabbed an Israeli security guard at Jerusalem's main bus station on Sunday, while violence flared near the U.S. Embassy in Beirut over President Donald Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. 4 days of street protests in the Palestinian territories over Trump's announcement on Wednesday largely died down, but his overturning of long-standing U.S. policy on Jerusalem, a city holy to Jews, Muslims and Christians, drew more Arab warnings of potential damage to prospects for Middle East peace. But in Jerusalem, a security guard was in critical condition after a 24-year-old Palestinian man from the occupied West Bank stabbed him after approaching a metal detector at an entrance to the city's central bus station, police said. The alleged assailant was taken into custody after a passerby tackled him. Israeli Defense Minister Avigdor Lieberman told Army Radio that the wider security situation was under control. Our hope is that everything is calming down and that we are returning to a path of normal life without riots and without violence, he said. Arab foreign ministers who met in Cairo on Saturday urged the United States to abandon its decision on Jerusalem and said the move would spur violence throughout the region. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the de facto leader of the United Arab Emirates, said the situation threatened to stoke violence. The US move could throw a lifeline to terrorists and armed groups, which have begun to lose ground in the region, he said. Most countries consider East Jerusalem, which Israel annexed after capturing it in 1967, to be occupied territory and say the status of the city should be decided at future Israeli-Palestinian talks. Israel says that all of Jerusalem is its capital, while Palestinians want East Jerusalem as the capital of a future independent state. In public remarks on Sunday, Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan, a frequent critic of Israel, called it an invader state and a terror state. In Beirut, meanwhile, Lebanese security forces fired tear gas and water cannons at protesters, some of them waving Palestinian flags, near the U.S. Embassy. Demonstrators set fires in the street, torched U.S. and Israeli flags and threw projectiles towards security forces that had barricaded the main road to the complex. Along Israel's tense frontier with the Gaza Strip, the Israeli military on Sunday destroyed what it described as a significant cross-border attack tunnel dug by the enclave's dominant Islamist group, Hamas. There was no immediate comment on the demolition, which came as Palestinian factions tried to meet Sunday's deadline for an Egyptian-mediated handover of the Gaza Strip by Hamas to Western-backed President Mahmoud Abbas after a decade's schism. Pre-dawn Israeli airstrikes in the Gaza Strip on Saturday killed 2 Palestinian gunmen after militants fired rockets from the area into Israel on Friday. In the Indonesian capital Jakarta on Sunday, thousands protested outside the U.S. Embassy, many waving banners reading "Palestine is in our hearts."